Okay, if you know what you're looking for, you know what you're looking for. Let us help you find it. Hey, welcome to Onlineforlove, your #1 resource for dating by the numbers. Today we're going to be going over the top 5 sites for hookups. Before we jump into this video though, you should go check out our free online dating app quiz. This quiz will pair you with your perfect online dating app. It's free and it's really fun. The link to get there is in the description of this video, and I'm really curious to know if your results are actually going to be listed in this video. So go take the quiz and come on back here and comment below what you got. While you're at it, make sure to check out our deals page, because we here at Onlineforlove are always getting all sorts of different deals for different dating apps and dating sites, so why spend more money if you don't have to? Click the link in the description to save money. So let's get started with #1 on our list, which is Ashley Madison. Let's go ahead and dive into its demographics first. The most amount of users on Ashley Madison come from the United States at 60.41%. The next most popular country for this site is Brazil, with 11.43% of users coming from there. Then Canada at 10.59%, then the UK with 2.28%, and then Australia with 2.20%. As far as the social networks, Facebook users lead the way with 32.43%, then YouTube with 25.17%, then Reddit with 14.56%. When it comes to the age distribution and age range on this site, majority of the users, both male and female, fall between the ages of 25 to 44, although there is a significant amount of people on the site, especially men, who are 55 and up. So who is this site for? Well, initially Ashley Madison was used as a cheating site, to be frank, but it has evolved from that. Many people like Ashley Madison for its secrecy and its discretion. So you can block or blur rather your profile photos on the app. Privacy is of top concern, and a lot of people use the app for casual encounters, for different types of relationships that they might not be open to sharing with others. Maybe they are looking for a sugar baby, sugar daddy type of relationship, or maybe there are couples looking to meet up with other couples, but they don't want their information to be seen on public dating sites. That's why they choose Ashley Madison. So one of the avenues on there is just hookups. I mean, this is a site devoted to casual relationships, so finding a hookup on the site might be a great place to go. The layout of this site is really well done as well. It looks classier than maybe its subject matter. So as far as ease of use, one of the reasons that Ashley Madison is among the top 10 hookup apps is because of its user-friendly and intuitive interface. People don't like being confused with an overly wordy or complicated layout when it comes to dating sites or apps, so Ashley Madison definitely makes sure to avoid this. It's very simple and quick to make a profile because you do not have to write tons of information, and your identity is or can be very much hidden by blurring your pictures, but it is still recommended to go ahead and write a solid amount of info on your profiles, because sometimes it is so discreet on the site that it can be hard to know who you're matching with because you have no idea who they are. So we definitely would recommend writing a full profile. Overall, Ashley Madison offers a well-rounded arsenal of features, and it's very successful for finding hookups, to be plain about it. So it's #1 on the list. If you're enjoying this video so far, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. So it really helps our channel when you actually give a thumbs up on the video, because it shows YouTube that people are enjoying our content. So then YouTube pushes our content out for more people to see. So we'd really appreciate your thumbs up and your subscriptions. But now let's dive into the second site on this list, which is Victoria Milan hookup site. Let's dive into this site's demographics first. So Denmark is the country with the greatest number of visitors, and it takes first place with 24.12% of users. The second one is Brazil with 9.81% of the users, followed by the US with 9.29%, then Spain with 5.91%, and finally the Netherlands with 5.82%. As for the age range, it tends to skew on the younger side for this site, although there are a lot of couples looking to spice up their marriage who are 35 and up. So Victoria Milan, there's no other way to put it, it is specifically a cheating site, and you can really tell the difference between a site like Victoria Milan and Ashley Madison. Whereas Ashley Madison has sort of moved away from its infamous past, and it's becoming more open to different types of relationships like polyamory, open marriage, and other things that don't hurt people. Whereas Victoria Milan is very much a cheating infidelity site, and it's got some reprehensible content on there, to be sure. So even though you could find a hookup on there if you're already dating somebody else, there are many other sites to use for hookups, although this is a major one, although morally, again, I cannot recommend it. But we can talk about it because it is popular. This site continually tries to justify cheating and hurting people's significant others, ruining families, and there are other ways to go about casual relationships, and I would recommend that if you are in a marriage and you want to have flings with other people, talk to your person about that, and maybe they'll want to open up their relationship, or maybe you can save a lot of hurt by doing it without doing it behind their back. So this site does have an easy, straightforward registration process. It is pretty sleek in its design layout and its user interface. However, who cares? This is not a good site to use. But again, if you were going to look at one of these sites to use for casual dating or hookups or something, you can just see, again, just such a big difference between Ashley Madison and this site, so I can't really recommend it. But number 3 on their list is BeNaughty. Let's get into the demographics of this site. The majority of the users on this site are aged 25 to 34. But there are also many visitors who are aged 35 to 44 as well. As for the breakdown of divisions by countries, the US leads the way with 30.59% of users coming from there, followed by Canada with 12.07% of the users. Third place belongs to Japan with 7.53% of the users, then Russia with 4.6%, then Poland with 3.91%. Observing from the perspective of social networks, YouTube's contribution is 40.9%, Facebook is second with 24.39%, followed by Twitter with 13%. So as far as who this site is for, it's very straightforward. Just look at the name. It's for people who are looking for very casual relationships, hookups, either in person or through the internet. So if you're looking for something like that, this is a great place to check out. A lot of people like to go to a site like this so that they can really be themselves and express themselves sexually, maybe in a way that they are not able to in real life, or maybe with people they just haven't met yet and would like to meet someone who clicks with them on that level. As far as the ease of use, BeNaughty is very simple to understand. It's got a very user-friendly interface. Registration can be completed in just a couple of minutes, although the downside is that because of that, many people skip this step. That means that when you're looking through people's profiles, they might not be very informative, and it could be hard to find a solid match because of that. The great thing is that the site utilizes profile verification to really help crack down on the number of fake users or bots. You can go ahead and set your criteria and preferences on the site to find exactly what you're looking for. Before we move on to number 4, I do have to mention again that we do have an awesome deals page, which can save you lots of money for all different apps and dating sites. Actually, many of the sites I'm mentioning in this video, we actually have discounts for you for on our deals page. So definitely make sure to click the link in the description to check out our Onlineforlove's deals page where you can save lots of money. So number 4 on this list is Flingster. So let's dive into its demographics. Just like the majority of hookup platforms, this one also gathers people from the age ranges of 25 to 34, but even those above that age can be found. There are more male members to female members on the site. As far as the countries, the US leads the way with 24.65% of users coming from there, then Germany at 7.49%, then the UK at 6.63%, India is 4th with 6.40%, and Russia takes 5th place with 4.27%. So who is this for? Well, obviously this is a very, very casual dating type of site for people who are looking for flings. They have many different options to communicate via text, via voice, or via webcam. What's really interesting about this site is you actually have the option to use an AI mask when chatting with somebody, so you can really keep your secrecy and discretion as high as possible. The site does have this type of atmosphere with discretion being very important, so people do feel more comfortable to let loose a little bit. As far as the ease of use, this is a very simple website to navigate and to sign up for. However, on the downside, because the registration is so simple, that means a lot of the profiles are simple as well, to the point where there's a lot of fakes. To become a member, there's no strict procedure, there's no verification, and it's just too simple for scammers. On the other hand, if you are a real person using this site, then you will be pretty happy with the level of intuitiveness. Everything is more or less self-explanatory and easy to grasp. Overall, the website does look cool and contemporary, but there is no denying the problem with fake profiles. They've got some interesting features as well, so it might be worth checking it out. I'll remind you one more time to like and subscribe. Now let's move on to our last site. So number 5 is One Night Friend. Now let's dive into its demographics. Most of the people on this site come from the US, at 56.48% of users coming from there. Japan is the second most popular place with 12.52% of the users. Third place belongs to the Republic of Korea with 6.93%. Canada takes 4th place with 6.31%, then Australia with 5.86%. The age distribution of this site is a little bit different than the others, where it's mostly 55 plus. So who is this site for? Well, keeping in mind the general age of the people on the site, it's for older people who are looking for new flames. The design and overall layout of this site is very simple, which is really helpful for seniors. As far as ease of use, it only takes a few minutes to create your profile, and you will need to get verified, but once you do, you'll be able to begin using the site. However, as a basic member, you won't be able to utilize a lot of the features, and the prices are a bit steep for this site. The amount of people on this site is significantly lower than the other ones as well, but it is an interesting one to check out. Overall, though, we would say that Ashley Madison is the best when it comes to finding hookups. It doesn't really beat around the bush of what it's for. It's for all sorts of discreet relationships and casual things, and hookups is just part of that. But that just about wraps up this review, so definitely make sure to check out our free online dating app quiz, which will pair you with your perfect online dating app. That is popping up above me, and the link is in the description as well. Also, make sure to check out our deals page so you can save some money on all different apps, including a lot of the ones I mentioned in this video. That link is popping up above me as well and in the description. And also, some videos of ours are popping up on either side of me. Definitely check some of those out. And what do you think about these sites that I mentioned? Have you used them? Or do you have different sites that you think would work better for hookups? Definitely leave your opinions in the comments below. But thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you liked it and subscribe if you loved it. And hopefully we'll see you here again at Online for Love. Thanks, bye!